Good evening. Welcome to this technical talk today on VM. And for that, we have today with us is Mr. Kishore from MPM Kolhapur. He's basically a very handy knowledge in sand testing and coal and sand technology. So we have with us today for the technical talk on VM. So welcome, sir.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
today's topic is role of VM in green sand. So my
Okay.
first question is, what is VM? That is volatile material.
Okay. So volatile matter is the property um, which tends not to remain in one state and will rapidly transit to another state. Okay. And uh, that means when comes in a temperature or the on a right condition, that means a temperature. When it get a temperature, uh, the property which is changing its state, that is called as a volatile matter. In other words, what you meant to say, the vaporization of the material, that means the volatile matter. Okay, that is a simple logic and simple definition of the uh, volatile matter. Vaporization property of the material only.
Okay. What is the difference in volatile material in coal compound and sand? We check in both. That is, in coal compound, we check the VM,
Mhm.
which is one of the important property of coal compound. And secondly, the VM we check in our prepared sand as well. So what is the difference in volatile material in sand and in coal bond?
See, uh, there is no difference in the volatile matter in a coal or in the sand. That is a property will remain same. That means what is volatile matter? It is a non-water gases. Okay, it is non-water gases generating from the coal or the sand. This without water addition, which gases are generating, that is a volatile matter. In a simple way, you can say the gases generation in the sand or by the in the coal, that is a volatile matter only.
Okay. How volatile metal affects the sand properties?
Okay. So effects of volatile matter on sand properties, that is, first is gas cushioning within metal and mold wall. Okay. So gas cushioning, one. Second one is a mold collapsibility. That means a peel off. And third one is a volatile matter is playing a major role in a gas defect as well as the expansion defect. Expansion defect, that means scabbing, as well as the gas defect, that means pinholes and blowholes.
So actually, you have answered my next question also. That is what how it affect the various quality issues in the
Are you
casting.
having are you having any doubts in? You can ask Sandeep sir. That means if you are having any queries within this answer, I can sort it out. No
Yes, sir.
issue.
Yes, definitely,
That
definitely.
means gas cushioning. Okay. So when I told you that playing a major role in a gas defect. That means uh, pinholes and blowholes. Okay, when it increases, that volatile metal increases, it is playing the role in blowhole and pinhole. And when it reduces below the specified range, that means we can say it is around 2.8%. When it goes below the 2.8%, the mold wall movement will affect, and the scabbing will occur in that casting.
So below specification limit will give rise to scabbing,
Yes,
and
yes,
above will be responsible for the BH. So that margin of
yes.
specification has to be maintained. So what is that
pH
margin
and
of
the after
specification?
machine. Yeah.
So that margin has to be taken care. Correct? specification margin.
Sorry, I cannot hear. Sorry.
Specification margin has to be controlled, because
Yeah,
certain limit
specification margin has to be controlled. Yeah,
it
certain limit.
gives
Yeah,
cabbing.
there are
Above
certain
certain limit
limits,
it gives blowhole. Correct.
blowholes
So
and
that,
pinholes.
what is that
Mainly
specification?
after questioning specifications.
Yeah.
So specification depends on the molding processes and the molding line.
Okay.
Okay. So that means if you are having uh, ARPA line, okay, conventional molding line, ARPA line, that means conventional molding line, the specification can be 3 to 4%.
Okay.
Okay. When it comes to high pressure line with flask, that means with molding boxes, high pressure line, the specification can be 3 to 3.5%, not more than 3.5%. Okay. And when it comes to uh, high pressure without flask and specially vertical molding line, vertical flaskless molding line, cake molding. Okay. So the specification has to be far low. That means a 2.5 to 3%, because that molding line is not having a jackets.
Okay. What I understand from your this particular sentence, or from this particular comment, is permeability having any role in that particular thing?
Yes,
Is
yes,
because of
yes,
permeability?
yes. Uh, see, what happens when we will increase volatile matter, automatic up to 3.5%, it will not affect. But if we will exceed 3.5%, okay, then there is a role of permeability in that case, because in that case, if the permeability is low, that means below 130, okay, it will have a gas defect, because that mold gases will not release from that mold.
Is any relation of fixed carbon with the VM?
Fixed carbon with VM
Yes.
in a coal,
Yeah.
yes, it is having a relation, because the fixed carbon is what we are calculating fixed carbon, that is 100 minus VM plus ash. It is a fixed carbon.
Okay. 100
So
minus.
obviously, when VM is increasing, fixed carbon will reduce.
When VM will increase, the fixed carbon will get reduced.
Yeah, will
Okay.
reduce. Yes.
You talk about the cushioning effect. You can
Yes.
just can you just simply elaborate what is cushioning effect and how this VM and cold bond will
Yes.
help?
See, when we will talk about, we will discuss about when we'll discuss about this material VM. That means a coal VM. It is having that gas cushioning theory, lustrous carbon theory, reducing atmosphere theory. Like that, these are the three theories that we are concentrating on that. But specifically on the gas cushioning is the gaseous layer within the mold and metal. Okay, which is what we'll say, resisting the metal to penetrate in the mold or to touch the mold. Okay, so that will uh, reflecting in the mold collapsibility, that means a better peel off and the surface finish.
So more is the cushioning effect, better is the surface finish and the peel off.
Surface finish, but the same time it will have a chance for pinholes and blowholes if the permeability is less.
Okay.
So VM is a property which have to be controlled very carefully. We cannot go beyond the limit, as well as we cannot go below the limit also.
Okay.
We have to balance that property.
Okay. In the market, we are getting lot of types of coal bond. We can say VM35 to VM60. So how this
Sir, your voice is
In the
Sorry,
market,
I cannot hear, sir.
yeah, in the market we are getting many type of coal bond, right from VM
Okay.
35, 40 to VM 60. So how this
Uh,
percentage of VM in the coal bond will affect the sand properties, and how to choose whether which
yes,
coal bond is
because
effective for our
yes.
own foundry practice? What is the criteria? How a foundry person can decide it?
See. Okay. So a process or what you can say, the material has to be choose based on your casting, based on your foundry process, as well as based on your molding line. Okay, if you are having uh, I told you earlier na ki if you are having a vertical flashless line, then we have to choose the carbon product for very less volatile matter. Okay, that means which is having very less VM. But in the same time, if you we are having a ARPA line, you can go with the 50 to 60, 65 also, because that time, sorry,
Yes, continue, sir.
okay. So it is depend on the molding line and castings,
Is there a
casting
relation
configuration.
if VM in the coal bond is more than our sand VM also get increase, or it is not like that?
Yes, yes. No, no, no. See, VM is generating from the coal additives only. It is coming from coal additives only. No other material is having a VM, or see, bentonite is having slight VM, okay, very minimum, but it is majorly coming from the coal additive only.
Okay. One more question I have. In the lab, we are normally going for VM testing of sand as
Hmm.
well as all coal compound. Can you elaborate a little bit about that sand, about that VM testing procedure, which is the
Yes.
standard one normally followed by all the industries or in the globe, which has been followed normally? Because there may be many other, you can say, methods which people are following. But is any specific method can be you can help us, which you can suggest us for the better or consistent VM?
Okay. So as per ISO standard, as per ISO standard, we have to take a 1 gram of sample properly dried, and we have to keep it in a muffle furnace 900 degree plus minus 20 degree for a 7 minute. 7 minute. uh, but the condition is that only you have to put a silica stand. Okay, silica stand, as well as you have to put a silica lid on that crucible. Silica stand, why? Because it needs a 900-degree temperature, that means atmospheric temperature in the mobile furnace, not the wall temperature. Okay, that precaution has to be taken, and with the 7 minute, you will get whatever the volatile matter, it will evaporate it, and you will get a right percentage of volatile matter. But what is happening with a 1 gram of sample? If your weighing scale is not having a accuracy, okay, proper accuracy, then the percentage of VM can be differ. What is actually okay? What is actual? It is having some error. It will show some error. So what we will suggesting, you can take a 2 gram sample instead of a 1 gram. But the right process is a 1 gram sample, but not more than two. Because if you will take a more than 2 gram sample, what is happening? What will happen? The volatiles will not coming out of that 5 gram or that sample mass. Okay.
As the volume is more, the layer which is below top layer will not get properly volatile,
Yes.
and that is why the percentage will not be
Volatile.
proper. As,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Last.
So if you
Yeah.
will take
Yes.
2 gram sample, it is more than enough, and the errors will be also not minimize, it will minimize, not 100% eliminated, but it will minimize 2 gram sample. But the standard process is a 1 gram sample with 7 minutes.
My last question is, as you already told that VM in the coal bond will reflect in your VM of sand, correct?
Yes,
But
yes.
still, how to give a proper process control, or how we can do some process control, or how can we can monitor or able to get consistent VM in our sand, or how we can optimize our sand VM uh, irrespective of the VM of your coal compound. Is there other things like mixing cycle, then addition of fresh sand, or any other ways to control it, or to we can say keep it constant? Hello.
So to optimize, your question was how to optimize the volatile matter in the sand.
Correct.
Okay. Irrespective of coal additives and fresh sand addition, or how to control this VM in the sand.
Correct.
You cannot, the answer is you cannot control VM. You cannot control VM in the sand. So for that only we have to control the yellow eye only. In fact, yellow eye and VM is totally different properties. The two properties are totally different. But you cannot, when you cannot control VM, you are controlling the yellow eye only. And both the properties are coming from the coal additive. Both the properties are coming from the coal additives. That's why we are always targeting yellow eye, irrespective of the volatile matter. Where if you want to control VM, then you have to control the yellow eye only. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to lower or increase the VM, irrespective of the yellow eye, then you have to change or to modify the source of coal. That means which is coal additive you are adding, you have to change the specification of that coal additives.
That is the
That
only
means
way.
if you are having a 50 to 60 or 55 to 60 VM material, you will get a 55 to 16% 60 percentage of VM against your yellow eye.
Okay.
Okay, against your yellow eye.
Okay. Prasad, do you have any question?
No, sir. No.
Okay. Okay, Kishore, thank you very much for your nice talk on this particular topic. I think it is a very vast topic, and as you rightly say, to control VM, we have to also think about LOI. So we'll definitely take
Yes.
one more session on LOI also in future as well. So thank you very
Yes.
much for this kind support and your time and talk on this particular topic of VM. So thank you once again, and definitely we are looking forward to you for another couple of topics in future as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.